We are live from the Raven Street Dance Studio via Catawba Pow Wow. I am here with my nephew, Charlie Hedgepeth.
Hello, this is Charlie Hedgepeth, student at Campbell University here at Catawba 2025.
All right, so we've always had an idea that at powwows we should have live commentators. Like, you know, ESPN, powwow is a sport. And just to have some fun with it, we're going to try it out for the next two categories. We're here live at Catawba, and it's the junior adult men's grass. I'm going to give you a sneak peek right now of some of the action.
Yeah, so we're here watching men's grass, junior men's grass, with Scuffletown Society singing.
Yes,
straight song.
Singing a straight song. So let's check out and see who's in the arena today. Okay. So last night they had a grass special. Did you watch it?
Yes, it was amazing. Championship dancers out here. John Watson, James Eaglestar. Great grass dancing here at Catawba.
Let's get a little closer.
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our grass dancers.
All right.
Good song, Scuffletown Society. All right, you
So,
chicken. We're asking you gentlemen in the arena.
Who would you have picked? Is it, are people scared to like openly say who they think should win first?
I believe so. Some are afraid of others criticizing their opinions, but you should be free and open as long as it's, you know, respectful and not very negative towards that person or anybody around you.
Right, but like no matter what, if you say like, okay, I put Elias for first, the ones that you don't say, I mean, no matter how you say it, they're going to be offended, right? So, but I feel like if you're just stick with honesty, that's the, you know, best policy. Do you think they should have a scoreboard at powwows?
Yes, I believe they should have a scoreboard. You know, have a breakdown. Even if you don't want to show the judges' names, at least show the scoreboard of how each contest went each day as how it continues.
And so, how do you think that would affect powwow?
I believe it would give everybody an honest and great picture of, you know, how everybody's doing as how it goes on. It gives a chance for, say, first place, you're ahead, you're still in it. If you're not doing so well, then you have a great picture, then at least you know how you're doing.
Right, right. So, like, if you have a job and you don't want to risk losing your job, you can go home, right? Right. So, they used to do finals at a lot of powwows where, like, okay, let's say there are 3 places or 5 places, then they would at least tell you who is in the top 5, and only those dancers would dance. Do you think that they should bring that back?
Yes, I believe they should bring it back. Show, like, it brings, like, a big picture to that powwow itself, the spotlight for all these 5 dancers, and it also shows to people who are not in the top 5, yes, you don't have a shot.
You're not wasting your time, right?
Not wasting your time. Time is very valuable.
Right. Well, we're going to go back to the powwow right now. It's the junior adult men's chicken, and this is a tough one. Even though there's only 3 dancers, well, you'll see because it's pretty close right now as far as the runnings. So I think that honestly, they would like to know what place they were in as of now to like heighten up the
bring
comp.
the height back up to for the next contest finals.
All right. Well, let's check it out. I almost. This is Stony Creek. They sound really good this weekend. They're full crew. They're from Hollister, North Carolina, and the surrounding areas. And they are giving us some good tunes. So what are the judges looking for in the chicken dance category?
So one, they're looking for if they're on beat, different moves, if their head's rocking. Let's see, if they're telling the story of the prairie chicken.
Right. It's also they're competing for a mate. That is the original meaning of this dance. If you've watched a prairie chicken, they have very fast feet, and they compete for a mate to mate with. So I think it would be better if they had a woman out here. I think women should judge chicken dance category.
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for our chicken dancers.
Okay, so at this time, the judges are going to walk up, and then they're going to pick first, second, and third. That is, like I said, there's only 3 dancers, but that is a tough category to judge. I would have a hard time, but maybe we would go by how many wives they've had. Just kidding. Okay, so now we're getting into one of the last categories of the day, which are the junior men's fancy. We have brothers over here, the Cleveland boys, and we have Floyd. And actually, his dad is competing in the senior adult, and he's in a tie that we're going to be seeing in just a few moments. But this is a tough category. It doesn't have to be a lot of dancers, does it?
No, it does not.
I mean, just as long as, even if you have 2 dancers that are completely different styles, it can really make it hard. So it's important for the head staff to be knowledgeable about who's knowledgeable. You know, to be able to pick fair judges and judges that know the style. Do you think that when we're registering, if they had a questionnaire of questions that a judge should know the answers to, would that help as far as like they fill out the questionnaire and then if they answer those questions right, then they can be considered as a judge?
Yes, I feel like that would show like who are some valid good
opinions,
judges.
Right?
Yes, valid good opinions on judging and not just any random that doesn't know what they're looking for.
Right, because you'd be surprised. Even people that travel a lot sometimes don't know about certain categories. Well, let's watch Ho Chun Station and see if they can beat the dancer.
some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Betsy Jackson. Good job. Good.
All right. Well, we have a dancer that I'll show you guys.
All right.
He disqualified himself because his Angora came down. So if you drop something, then you should walk off, correct?
321.
All right, so if it's a feather, then that's different. You're disqualified from that round, correct?
Correct.
So sometimes you'll have arena directors that will say, hey, line up anyway. How do you feel about that? Like, should it be like a cut and dry rule, or like should it be up to the discretion of the arena director?
All right, go ahead and get changed.
I feel like if it's something
We've got
it's
some other
significant to your
runoffs
outfit,
as
such
well.
as a feather
So
or a
we'll
big
get
piece
these
of your
in
outfit,
order
you
to
should
make
disqualify
sure
yourself.
everyone
If it's
is
something
in the
smaller
regalia.
and the arena
Right
director
after
says
the
go ahead and line up,
Senior men's fancy runoff.
it's up to you.
Mr. Wayne Silas,
I would say for
285.
smaller items, go ahead and line up.
303.
Right, I
Meet in
agree.
the middle, gentlemen.
An
Select
earring
your
is
drum, style of song.
not
Let Mr. John Oxendine know.
necessary to be
He'll inform
disqualified
us
for.
to communicate
Speaking for
that.
women who wear big
Then
earrings.
also a runoff in junior
Okay, we have
men's
a
Eastern Woodland.
tie.
Ethan
Dun,
Oxendine,
dun,
number
dun.
229. And
In
Keon
the senior
Jackson,
adult men's
164.
fancy category,
Come out.
Wayne
We'll
Silas
get ready.
and
Let me know,
Amos
gentlemen, if you're
Yazzie.
ready.
This is
We
going to be
don't
really,
work
really
because
good.
we
It's
have
close.
one young
It has
lady
been
that
close
needs to
all
get ready
weekend.
for Teen Girls
And
Fancy. She was in another category.
I'm gonna.
So
Are
we'll
you
work through that.
scared to give your vote? Well, I'm
All
not
right,
scared.
we're gonna
Hey.
go over here to Ho-Chunk Station 2 times through.
Okay,
Whenever
we're
you're
gonna
ready.
watch the tie, and you guys be the judge.
All right, Ho-Chunk Station, gentlemen, when you're ready, 2 push-ups for this runoff. Take it away.
This is Northern versus Southern. If you look at their rockers, which are the 2 feathers on the top of the roach, the one that's rocking Amos, that's the Southern style. The ones that are spinners is a Northern style. Now you see why they tied. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I would pick Amos just because he killed that. They both killed it, but I'm a Southern. I prefer Southern. I love the rocker. It was so fast that it was probably faster than the drum. But he's older and he still has it. And that's my vote. What do you think?
Man, that was a hard one. It was hard for me. I have to go with the Southern dancer. He was just really on it. I love his energy. I love his moves. I have to go with the Southern dancer.
All right, but you guys make your own choices at home, and pretty soon we'll have the announcement of winners, and we'll find out what the judges thought. But you can definitely see why they tied. I mean, it was tough. I watched them throughout the weekend, and I struggled through each round. I kept picking a different dancer. So that was really exciting. We have a couple of ties. So now we have the Eastern War, or it's Eastern Woodland category, correct?
Correct.
So what is the difference between Eastern War and Eastern Woodland?
So the Eastern War is basically the eastern side of the United States where they go in the woods and they take their weapon of choice and they go out into war. Others, they'll go into the woods and go for looking for their prey.
Right. So they're telling a story. The men's traditional, no matter if it's woodland or, Eastern War,
make it good.
Northern traditional, they're telling a definite story. So these 2 gentlemen are both from the East Coast, and one is from down in North Carolina area, and one is from the Northeast area. And you'll definitely see the difference in the styles. The Northeast area, they tend to go towards war, and so you can see the aggressiveness in their dance. They war moves, so let's just watch it, because I don't want to miss out.
All right, Gil, take it away. 2 push-ups, run off. some noise, ladies and gentlemen. These Eastern Woodland guys.
That was
Breaking it
tough.
up here.
I was
All
tough.
right, gentlemen.
Now you can see
Line up
that the
there. Come on out,
northeastern
Team Girl
dancer
Fancy.
was more aggressive.
184, Miss
He was
July
more
Hunter.
like.
Number 321,
That was so
Rosalind
good.
Reed. Judges.
I mean,
Dana Weatherford.
I'm gonna.
Jonah
Well, you know what?
Grace
We're keeping it
Brady,
real today,
and
and
Rebecca
I was
Roberts
voting.
help us out,
I would
please,
pick
with the judging
the guy from
of
the
the
Northeast.
category for this
I feel like
runoff.
I
So
like an
Team
aggressive
Girl
dancer. I
Fancy.
like to see them
Team Girl
engage.
Fancy
I don't
judges,
like
Miss
to see
Dana
them
Weatherford,
go
Jonah
too much
Grace
in each other's
Brady,
territory.
and
Once there was
Rebecca Roberts.
a dance off between yourself
Help us
and
out
an
with
Eastern
that.
War,
Ladies,
correct?
just give
And
the drum.
when I was watching it, he got too
Okay,
close to you. I mean, for me, I felt like he invaded your space. So when a dancer does that, what do you do?
Yes, so one of the things that you can do is, to make some space between you using your
Mr. Perry Hunt,
war
what you
club
think,
or
brother?
your
You
weapon of
enjoying
choice.
yourself? You got your money's
But
worth.
you definitely
There
don't
you
back
go.
up, right? You're like,
never back up.
No, never go backwards. That is a major rule in that category that you don't back up because that shows retreat. We want to show victory. But if somebody touches you, like, it's on, right? I think they might have some words outside the arena if that happens, but that is a good thing to be conscious of because it happens, especially in that category, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, who would you have voted for?
I would have voted for the Eastern Ward.
Okay.
Northeastern then.
All right. The guy that was shooting him, it was a really good guy. Here's another one. Let's take him to the floor.
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for these young ladies in the Team Girls Fancy
I'm about to
runoff.
cry. I get
Do it
teary-eyed
again,
when
right
I
there.
see my students or just see
Good
like
song,
a dancer that is really
Thank you,
like
judges,
giving
for
it.
that. That was a
I'm an
good
emo
battle
person,
there,
but
ladies. Good
July,
song.
I would have picked the
All
girl in the
right.
purple with the shawl because it is a
Again,
fancy
Jackson, stay
shawl
ready,
category,
stay ready, just in
and
case. We're
not
still
that it's
punching numbers
wrong
here,
because
so stay ready. All
whatever your
dancers,
reason is
we're
for
gonna
not
get
wearing a
into
shawl,
a
I hope that
handmade-
you do
handmade
have a
special
specific
here
reason. It's not
very
just random.
shortly.
But
Stay ready
it is
for that
fancy
guy.
shawl. So yeah, and plus she was on beat and she killed it. That was awesome. That was really good.
Awesome dancing here
There
on
are a
Sunday
lot
fun.
of times
Everybody's
where
putting out their best moves,
we're getting
their
more
best moves.
like dancing is evolving, correct?
Correct.
And some of us like the change, but then some of us are resisting the change. I feel that okay, yes, it's going to evolve. That's natural. However, there are just a few rules that pertain to each style, right?
Yes.
And so we should stay within the boundaries of that and express ourselves uniquely within those rules. Do you agree? Or?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's going to evolve as time goes on. There is a limit to how that evolution goes.
Right. So it's important for us to dance and conduct ourselves within those rules so that they learn by example. But then it's always, is it intimidating to ask questions when you're starting out?
It is, because there are elders and older people that have been in this for a long time.
So is that who you would ask? Like who do you ask when you had a question when you first started?
I would ask, family members and other dancers that have, done that type of dancing for years and years.
Okay, so basically you remind us of my brother Will. This is my nephew, by the way. So would you say that his style influenced you?
Yes, very much.
So did you ask him questions when you first came out?
Yeah, I asked him a lot of questions about what are the you know, the basic rules for men's Northern traditional, how you carry yourself with that style of dance, and those sort of questions.
Well, you can definitely see the influence, you know, in your style and his style. But that's good that you had an uncle. What do people do when they don't have a relative, or like they're just like, let's say they're raised in inner city and they're not exposed to powwow? How do they see that? As soon as they see that circle, a lot of people are just instantly connected. They want to be a part of it. How do they get there?
I feel like you have to keep watching and, you know, trying to learn that style, see what it keeps on practicing throughout the arena, different powwows.
So attending is key.
Yes, attending is very much key.
Okay, so when age did you start?
I started at the age of 12.
Okay, and so actually for some dancers, that's late in the game, honestly. Some dancers start from when they can walk. So did you practice at home?
Yes, I practice a lot at home. You know, the basic steps to different moves that I wanted to incorporate. And of course, there are limits to those moves to a certain extent.
Right. So did YouTube, it was a huge factor in your dancing?
Yes, watching YouTube videos, you know, my style of dance, picking up different moves, not copying every single move from a particular dancer, but, you know, come up with my own style.
Your own version of a move.
Our version of a move to bring out into the arenas.
Right. So videos, load them. Old videos, we love vintage videos because we're like, oh, that's so-and-so or that's so-and-so. And it's so cool to see the evolution, right?
Yes.
And to see the outfits, and like you can go back and watch old videos and see stuff that you don't see, like accessories, right? And it just gives you a good point of reference. It gives you ambition, right?
Right.
Awesome. So YouTube is a great resource. We didn't have YouTube growing up. I learned from a VHS tape. You know, and growing up in Dover, Delaware, there weren't a lot of powwows, but my parents, when we got to be like older, they wanted us to marry Native American. They did. So they said the only way to make that possible was to put us in places to meet other Native Americans. So we were very blessed that even though my parents didn't dance, they gave us that exposure. And we're back in North Carolina. And I don't want to cry, but being home, there's nothing like it. And I'm really glad that I was able to have this experience with my nephew. What are you going to school for?
So I'm going to school for sports communication.
So what does that mean?
So basically that means it's a very wide field for in any sport of either becoming an announcer, broadcaster, analyst, any kind of you know, announcer or analyst that's on TV for like ESPN.
So is that what is your dream? Where do you see yourself? Like, what sport do you think do you want to be in?
Yeah, so I would like to become. I want to become an announcer for the NFL.
Okay.
More particular for the Philadelphia Eagles that are playing in the Super Bowl today.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we got some Chiefs fans over here.
Go Birds.
Okay, so this is their second matchup. So this is like a tie of a tie.
Yes.
Okay. And so you think that you're going to be victorious today?
Yes.
Like in your whole heart, like you're an analyst. You might be a fan, but like realistically, do you think you're going to go home with the W today?
I feel like we have a good chance if we stick to the run. You know, we take care of the ball, and we pass the ball efficiently to our receivers, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and defense.
What about Patrick Mahomes? Like, he might just run it in like he did last week.
Yes, so that's going to be very key on our defense. Defensive line has to keep him contained. We have to stay on the receivers. You know, Mahomes, he's going to make big play after big play. We cannot, you know, let our spirit get down. We have to keep going.
So the Eagles need to fly, right?
Yes, we got to keep flying.
Well, y'all, I hope your prayers go straight to the Creator because y'all going to need them.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Well, could you see powwow like one day us having like sportscasters like ourselves on the side, you know, doing the play-by-play, having an instant replay, like when there's a stop, or, you know, just giving more information, because I feel with my dance studio, the Raven Street Dance Studio, that information is the key to success. The more you know, the better you can perform, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I hope that we helped you all out. And there's about to be a Jingle dress special for the head lady. And, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay, what is your channel?
Yo, so it's Charlie Hedgepeth, Native Warrior 04. You know, check out that YouTube channel. I post drum videos, all different dance categories. you know, every powwow I go to, I try to record as much as I can.
It's hard to record. It is. It is hard to get ready, take care of your kids, record. But we wanted to come to you in this great space that Catawba has provided for us, and just try it out. So I think we could do it. It'd be like that's powwow.
All right, John, let me know.
All right. Well, do you all want to watch the Jingle Special? Do you think they want to watch it? I think so too. There's some great dancers here.
In honor of
it's kind of loud. In a special, even if you're not that category, you can change and participate.
All right, guys, here we go.
So it's often that there are dancers that are not Jingle that win, right? Right. So let's check it out. So that's your mother right there in the blue, correct?
Correct.
What is it like being raised in powwow? Is it, do you get yelled at a lot?
You know, I don't get yelled at so much, but more like, you know, helpful tips, you know, at my dancing and that sort of thing.
Okay, right here we have Prairie Rose, and she won a big special last weekend. I don't know if you all were tuning in live or if you were actually at Seminole Hard Rock, but she killed it. I mean, look at her feet. She's endless energy. I love watching her. We have old style as well. That's contemporary. Then we have old style right here with Rebecca Roberts. That is the OG. Right here we have Morningstar Roberts. She's a fancy shawl dancer, and she's taking her the opportunity to honor the head lady and to show her jingle skills. We also have Jada Whitecloud, who dances Southern Buckskin. That is beautiful, beautiful. The dentalium and the accessories that the women's jingle wear are just breathtaking. I have a student that's in the middle, and she has a center feather and the red dress, and her name is Caitlin. And I taught her from probably the age of 7 or 8. And her vest is just another contemporary style that you will see in the arena. Here's a version of contemporary vest, and there's the old style vest. So a lot of the styles go between the two, I guess, genres. But they're definitely different in their look.
Big round of
Awesome.
applause.
So these ladies get a first song. That was a straight song.
Yes.
Who was singing?
So that was Ho Chunk Station. They sang a very smooth, straight song. That was
Do you need
very,
water?
Appropriate for.
Do you need water? Get water for your mama. Hurry up. Oh, okay. She's a beast. You see that? Does not need water. I'm telling you. I need water in between. Do you like water?
Yes, I like to have water in between.
I like a space of time in between to like regroup if something's messed up, you know, tie it on tighter or, you know, whatever. I don't like when they do back to back. Do you?
No. It gives you time to, you know, have a breather. You know, if something slips or, you know.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the arena. Catawba, we're glad you're back after 12 years. It's amazing that you've been able to coordinate an event of this caliber. But, like, let's talk about the arena. Now we had more. I don't know. I know of one injury for sure. It's important to have safety, correct?
Yes, it is very important.
I mean, we have. I'm not talking trash. Don't get me wrong, but like, someone could truly get hurt, right?
Right. So you could sprain an ankle. You know, mess something up in your knee. It could bring a lot of injuries to different dancers if you have a bad arena.
Right. So it's not just one thing that makes a good powwow. It's all things. Let's get back to the arena. Side step here. Yes. head dancer right there watching. She's got a tough job. Her judges, this is tough. I do want to say that it's been awesome that Catawba, they went far beyond, and they have a lot of the extra categories that are needed out of powwow. They have old style separate from contemporary here, and a lot of the bigger powwows don't even have that.
Yeah.
Right. And they need it because there's such a huge difference between the two types of jingle. So in a side step, what are we looking for?
So we're looking, looking at their feet, looking at their the fan movement, how they are upper body,
Right.
Those sorts of things. And as we can tell, there's a small piece falling in the arena.
Okay, so with that dancer, she took the humble road and she stepped out, and that's commendable because you want to still have a chance, and it sucks when something drops.
Yeah.
But she recognized her drop. It's kind of significant because it's a choker. So even if she did walk off, a lot of the judges probably might not pick her, right? Because of that. So it's best to take the high road. She still got it, I have to say. She has 4 beautiful children, and to see a woman that can be resilient. Now, okay, right there, when the drum beat hit, and then the drum hit again, you're supposed to stop on that first beat.
Yes.
Correct. Those types of details, a lot of judges don't know.
Right.
So what do we do to get more? We just have to spread the word, right?
Yeah, we have to spread the word about those different types of rules.
Right. There's
People more
not too
knowledgeable
many.
about that kind of thing.
Exactly. I learned this because I wanted to know because there were a lot of dancers that did stomp on that first beat, but there's a lot of them that stomped on that extra hit of the drum. But I went straight to the drum because I felt like they're the ones that were the experts. They sing, they would know. And I spoke with Kevion Kingbird. What they about to do?
Just swing around.
Oh, okay.
Get in down here, stay still. Swing around. There you go.
I bet the women were like, please don't give us another song, right?
Right.
Right. They didn't need another song. Well, honestly, man, some of these judges are going to have a hard time. They're going to have a hard time. You get to see it up close and up front. I'm glad they turned towards us. They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at the details in their outfits and how they can express themselves uniquely. Just within one style, it's such a broad range, right?
Right.
The fabrics, the color choices. Basically, a rule of thumb, stick with who you are. So you should be able to tell a person's tribe just from their clothes, right?
Right. You should be able to tell those little details that tell a story about that particular person, how they are,
right?
That sort of thing.
And also there are significant designs that pertain to a tribe, to a family, to a band. And when you represent that, then it just comes easier than just trying to be random. Don't you agree?
I agree.
And it's more significant to the dancer, and we notice that when we're watching from out here. The Woodlands tribes, okay, let's say, we're going to get specific here, people. The 5th one in the white dress, she has Haudenosaunee and Iroquoian design. So therefore, it's safe to say that that's where she's from, correct?
Correct.
And you know what? That's pretty cool when you can look at them and say, you know what? They don't have to say a word, but they're from that you could tell where they're from, you know. That was important back in the day because the tribes would know from afar who was enemy,
Yes.
who was friend, you know,
Yeah.
maybe who was a relative.
Right.
Right. So it is not random, my people. Nothing in our culture is random. It all has a purpose. It all has a reason.
And all the meaning behind it.
Right. So it's important to find out what those reasons and what those things mean, especially if you're choosing the jingle category as your style. Don't do it without the learning, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how they're going to choose, but these women are not even panting. They're not even sweating.
Special for the headman special.
And the judges are behind. I would love to have like a little mic in their circle to find out like what they're looking for. I mean, sometimes people want their privacy. Okay, so the champ from last weekend is their first finalist. She is tough to beat, my folks. I'm telling you.
Finalist number 2.
There it is. Now, Morningstar is a fancy shot dancer, but so that gives her. Do you think that gives her an upper edge?
I feel like it does, stamina-wise.
I agree, it does. Stamina-wise, she's gonna have, you know, not more endurance, but a different type of endurance than the Jingle Dress dancers. Okay, they're picking both sides of the fence.
4 in this year. Finalist number 4.
How many places are in this special?
5. One more. John had his shoes on. He couldn't count, guys. Past it. All right, finalist 5. All right.
Sometimes, okay, there are some definite champions that were not picked, right?
Right. Champions.
That is like, okay.
This weekend here.
Why do you think they picked the finalists that they picked?
Again, great job.
I feel like part of it is different opinions of what just the different styles that they like, or you know, maybe there's a certain move that one of the dancers did that they didn't like, so that's why they didn't get picked.
So in the finalists, there was 4 or 5.
There was.
I thought there was 5. Okay, yeah, there is. So there's 3 old style dancers and 2 contempt. So the head lady has she's danced both this weekend, right? Or like, I would say that's kind of more old style, but then earlier in the weekend she represented the contemporary category. So she's showing that she's picking finalists that are not all one, like I guess you could say genre, right? That makes it easier or harder?
It makes it easier. You know, you have you know, 2 different styles out there. It gives, you know, a chance for, you know, some old style and some contemporary out there.
Isn't that sweet? Aww. He brought her water. He makes her dresses too, by the way. I wonder if he takes orders. It's always good to have a good pit crew, a good support team, right?
Right.
People that bring you water or videotape you.
Yes, that very much helps.
So who's your support? Who's your support?
So my mother, she's my #1 supporter. She, you know, we travel to different powwows across the United States.
No further ado, here we go.
You know, other family members that go with me. You know, like my aunt right here, she's very helpful when I'm out there. Brings water, you know, records me.
I'll be cheering them on, man. I'm telling you. I think we should cheer more. So let's cheer on the dancers right now.
Put your
All
hands
right.
together, ladies and gentlemen, for our 5 finalists in the
That
Woodland
is-
Special
that was close.
Jingle Special here at Catawba
That is
2025.
Even
with the
within like just the
combination
old style dancers,
of
they
power.
were different.
Yes, they were very different.
So dancing is a way of expressing yourself without saying a word.
Yes.
That's powerful, very powerful. The Gentilium accessories that the young lady on the far right, I'm gonna show you. She is so dainty, like it's so fresh and it's beautiful, so fresh. I've always been a fan of contemporary.
Ladies afterwards, more
As you
than
can tell,
we'll get a
kind of an
group photo with the
But,
champions here for
dancing
our
old
head
style
ladies,
is
same
not
way
easy.
with our men, a good record for
Calisthenics
the Catawba Nation
exercise,
here.
which is a
good
repetition of the
photo
same
with
muscle,
these three
is
champions.
hard.
Yes, taking care of your body is very key
It's going to be our
in
third
dancing in
segment
general.
first.
So
We'll be
if
going
you're training,
to
you
this
have to train
very
specifically for
momentary
your style, correct?
Correct.
So what type of
to
exercises do
getting
you do?
judges.
So I've had
Take your
to
time.
work on my leg.
I
I've
know
done
we
some
all
leg
So you do
workouts.
squats?
To a
Yes.
consensus
Okay, okay.
with the
Lunges?
third,
Yeah,
second,
lunges.
first place.
I do a lot
Pilates?
of and a lot of running.
Okay, so running is good for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Men's
okay.
Woodland, men's
Well,
Woodland guys, we getting ready.
you heard them, the
for
fresh
this
legs.
here
Even
men's
when you're
Woodland.
young, you still have to
Get
train.
ready
Yeah, you have
for
to train.
this here
It takes a lot of
for
work,
the
especially in your
Headman
legs.
Special.
To
Mr.
keep on beat,
Rogers
do
is
different
special
moves.
here.
For my style,
Ben
getting real low.
will be
So you
turning
get
it
low?
over here
Yeah.
very shortly
Okay.
to our councilman
All right.
here, Mr.
I've seen him
Canty.
get low a time or
He's
two,
taking
and I've
care of the
danced
work
in
on
switch
behalf
dances
of the head man
from a time or
here
two. I've been
this
a
weekend.
champion switch dancer. If you didn't
Doing a
know,
great
Those
job
kids-
behind the scenes.
And
He
it's
has kept me
hard.
very
Like,
busy
even if you're a
on the
fancy
grounds
shawl,
all
which is,
week
you know,
and
they would
long,
say the most,
handling
like,
items, taking
endurance
care
type of
business,
style out
ladies
of
and
the power
gentlemen,
for women.
making sure
It's when
that
you're
the
using a
Catawba
new
Nation
set of
and
muscle
all the
groups,
employees here in the staff
it hurts. It's a
and the
challenge.
nation
So preparation
has
is
been very
key.
successful
Yes.
in their powwow.
Do you think that you would you subscribe to a website that like did specific workouts for each style?
Yeah, I would. It gives you, a good, good guideline basis.
Because sometimes we do exercises that we might think are helping us, but there are exercises that are even
Third
better.
place, here we go.
Okay, well, let's check it out. Let's see it. You're
Is
seeing
going
it.
to select our third place.
Oh my God.
winner
We need a drum
here.
roll.
Third place.
All
There's our third place champion, ladies
right.
and gentlemen. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Morningstar Roberts.
Third
She
place.
is a freaking beast. She won in the women's fancy versus men's fancy special that was held on Friday night. Check out the live on powwows.com.
Here's our second place.
Oh, they're giving out baskets. I love it.
Here's our second place, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. Thank
Yes.
you again.
Oh my God. Who would you say? Oh my God. Who would you say?
All champions are here before
Oh, that's
us
tough.
today.
That's tough.
And our winner,
I would say that the girl with the fan, like, she's a good mix of both old style and contemporary. So she's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So I might would favor her because the head lady danced both styles throughout the weekend. So maybe she'll favor. Oh my God! That's so freaking awesome. I was wrong, my folks. I wouldn't have been able to pick. But Jada Whitecloud is a champion Southern buckskin dancer. She legit is like one of my favorites. I guarantee you she does lots of lunges, right?
Yes.
Lots of lunges. So those lunges helped her in the Jingle today. That's cool. It's fun to see specials where they have other styles of dancers that, participate and do well. Right. They're spreading the love. All right, well, that was a great special. Are there any more specials?
I think there is. I'm not sure how many of those.
I think that we're about done, but you know what? That was a great show. We wish we could have showed you more categories throughout the weekend, but it was very busy. I participated in quite a few specials myself, and it's all training. It's training, and it's challenging yourself, right? Are you gonna dance in a? Oh no, there is it's a Woodlands, huh?
We're asking all the men in that.
We have a surprise special.
I have
Not a
got
surprise. One thing I want to say about Catawba is that they had a schedule.
Yes,
and they mapped it out like very well for the categories to switch in between. It was planned very well.
Yes, it was.
And the fact that they posted it and they kept to it, right?
Right.
So, We like that out there.
We're going to turn the mic over
all
here
you powwow
before
committees, we
From
know
the
how
good
hard
word
your job is.
From the council,
You know, to get
from the Catawba
booths
Nation,
to
ladies
come
and
in,
gentlemen,
to find a
our
location,
brother,
to
Mr.
find a
Quinn
good head
Kenke.
staff, to find a good arena, right? Like, and to get your prize money up. But Catawba has gone far beyond. I feel like, you know what, the arena could use some work. However, the fact that they had all of these categories was just phenomenal, because there are a lot of powwows that I feel need to step it up. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. There's some bigger powwows that out west that don't have like
why would you not have old style split from contemporary? If you have the means, then do the best you can, right?
Right.
Like, because you want the dancers to come in, you want them to feel welcome, you want them to feel like there's a place for them, and there is, right? Okay. Not that we're not talking trash. Don't get us wrong. But if you have the means, to do it better than ever. Every year, right? Add a new category, fundraise a little bit more, or at least add specials where dance styles such as the Eastern Woodland are represented, because as you can see, there are a lot of them here. And it's not just on the East Coast. You go to Wisconsin, you go to Hunting Moon, and the arena is full. And I've seen where that's what I love about powwow. It has evolved into where you can show yourself specifically and uniquely in the arena, right?
Yes, and there is so many more.
It's like subcategories, right?
Yeah. All right, again, thank you, Quinn.
Right. Even within the Eastern War, earlier we saw that there was more warrior-like styles, and then there was more,
we are so proud
of that woodland with the double step. So what are we looking for in this special?
So we're looking more for the woodland style.
Part of the United States.
Say hi.
Up and down,
what is your name?
Aiden Evans. The top of people are here.
How do you know me?
You told me.
The Lost Colony man, Mr. Drake Rogers himself.
What did I teach you?
On the East Coast there, here shortly.
Kicks.
Yes, sir.
And different moves, right?
All right,
so
guys.
When you come to
John,
Main Street Dance Studio, even doesn't matter what age,
this is how it's going to go,
what
gentlemen.
sex, doesn't
You're
matter what
gonna
style,
have 3 songs
we can count you with your
You'll have
outfit,
2 songs
with
after the
basic
second song.
moves.
We'll
I just
pick
give
the
you
top
a
3.
point of reference.
That last song,
So
and we'll choose the winners
when did you
as
become
we're
my
doing
student?
those top 3 winners
like
out of
12,
during that last song.
So
2
cute,
songs,
and he still
gentlemen.
is.
Then
Are
we'll
you in
choose
school
the top
now?
3.
You're going to
Eastern
college.
Woodland men
So we're
here.
creating champions
We'll
in and out
have
of the
the
arena,
songs
right?
here
Is
for
that
all
an
of
Eagles
those
hat?
items. So if you're
I'm surrounded, y'all. I'm surrounded.
Take it
I'm
away,
surrounded.
Jim. First song.
All right, let's
Man
check out this
Special.
Woodland Special. Okay. That is Lou Roberts. Oh my God. I've never seen him dance woodland. He is one of the best dancers I've ever seen that's like multi-talented, right? He won a grass special last night. He dances in the men's northern traditional with the horse mask. He is killing it. I love it. He's definitely in shape, that's for sure, right? These 3 gentlemen are all from North Carolina. I'm so proud of our North Carolina dancers. I mean, not only is it my home, but there's some definite talent out here. supposed to hit that extra beat, correct? If you're not supposed to, someone please let us know, because I'm learning. Every day I'm learning. I know one thing. They don't need a bustle to jam, am I right?
All right, gentlemen, one more
They
song.
better-
We choose the top three.
The wampum,
Go see
I
the
mean,
trainer. Get you some water there.
you can say, oh, they, you know, their outfits aren't, you know,
The best.
as full or like have as many pieces as the men's northern traditional, but they can have accessories for days, and their headdresses are very significant to tribe, correct?
Correct.
And the wampum, you know, you see a lot of the eastern dancers from the northeast area floss in their wampum. That necklace is okay.
Quick note, guys, while we're ready for the second song.
I love this style. I love it.
Whole weekend
What I love
so far.
about it is that there is a place for everybody in this circle, right? And all you have to just find it, and that's the same thing in life. You have to find your purpose, your gift, what you're good at, and perfect it, right? Share it with the world.
76 countries,
I agree.
980,000 viewers. That's Catawba Nation
Now,
Pow Wow.
Pause.com might
All right,
have a lot of
brotherpowwows.com,
viewers.
thank you so much.
But,
We're here. We're ready to the next one. Here we
They
go.
can
Second
step it up.
song.
Don't-
Take it
we're
away.
keeping it real
War
today,
Band.
Yeah.
What can Pause.com do better?
I feel like, you know, showing more like a different angles of the dancers.
Or like show the whole arena, right?
Yeah.
I agree. The platform that they have, I'm going to keep it real. You can do a better job. Because somebody else is going to come in and take it, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to back to the arena.
All
Yes.
right, ladies and gentlemen, your second song is
Yes.
the Woodland Headman Special. Line it
That
up,
was
gentlemen,
awesome.
if you would. Face
That
the
was awesome.
opposite
So,
direction there, line it up, judges.
DJ
Let's
Scott,
get our
that's
top
his name.
three,
Yeah.
gentlemen,
He
top
is-
three.
Sorry, y'all. He
Yes,
is
the
good.
judges.
His outfit is
Wow.
so
Drake, we're going for
accurate
top three,
and
right
like
there. Top three.
badass. I can see it. I mean, it's awesome,
And it's unique where you can spot them out in an arena full of dancers.
right? Like when you have 100 dancers and you can see that champion out of all of them. I mean, that means you were. It's a game changer,
It
right?
really is.
It is, and it's just something that I admire. Dancers that are so unique and so amazing that like they have followers, right?
Right.
So who were one of your who did you look up to growing up?
My uncle, I looked up to him for a while.
And what is his name?
Will Hedgepeth.
Red Eye
He's-
Supply. Check him out. Supplies.
Yes, championship dancer.
He makes good belts too, huh?
Yeah,
I don't even have a belt. Do you have a belt?
I do.
You got a belt made by your...
Right
Okay,
here.
you know what? That's ridiculous. Will, get it together. No,
Top three finally.
I'm just
Gonna
kidding.
get
You can purchase
one
one of his
more.
belts. You can purchase supplies from his booth. He travels through Canada, the United States. So, who else did you like?
I like Malcolm Murphy that's here today.
Okay. Here's the yellow beadwork.
Yes,
Yes. And let me get. Do you like Kevin Haywahay?
I do. I like his uniqueness. You don't really see that style that or like ever.
Yeah, and
anywhere.
we're referring to the Wolfman. You know, he wears the wolf hide on his head, and I don't know if y'all watched the Seminole, but he did some really unique moves that brought us back to a good place. The shoulder shake, we saw that. And I think that those signature moves is what got him into the finals in that special, right? So, are they going to have finals or are they going to pick right now? I wonder what these guys think. I would love to go up to them right now and just ask them, would you want another song? Do you want another song?
Some Eagles fans say, hey, man, got a ball game, cousin.
I know. We are all wanting to see the Super Bowl, but we're enjoying the Pow Wow so much.
All right, let's give them no particular order,
No particular order. So what does that mean? That means top 10 finalists. They will dance again. It's very important to pay attention to the language and exactly what the wording of the MC because there it is. Hold up.
First finalist there. Good job. Oh, here comes nephew. Come on around, nephew. Mr. Canty. Look at him, boy. Go. He's a trickster.
All right. I don't know who he is either, and I don't have to know. Honest to God, I've watched him all weekend, and he's a good dancer. He is a good dancer.
Third
there it is. You know what? I think he got picked because of the move he did in front of us. Sometimes we don't know. Hold on, let me flip it.
We'll be coming here to close us out.
Sometimes we don't know what they're looking for, but I feel that the best way to have like an understanding, right? Because when we're doing something, we're supposed to be teaching, correct?
Right.
So when you put on a special, you're teaching about your style or, you know, about your category, correct? And giving back to the arena. So do you think that for all the people that are like wondering like what made factor into their decision, maybe we don't need to know. We don't need to know. But I want people to know.
Yeah.
So if they're specific to what they're looking for, do you think that the dancer can dance better?
I feel like to an extent, yes. You know, if they don't like certain moves, you know, maybe they'll change that.
Right.
You know, change a little bit of their style.
Because you can see that in a special, if you have dancers that don't even dance that style and they're able to get an outfit together and come in and dance it accurately, that we are adaptable creatures. Like, we can adjust. We're not limiting. We have a style that we stick to. However, we can be multi-dimensional dancers. Okay, well, we don't know what they're looking for, but we're going to let you guys see if you can be the judge at home, and we'll see how close you are to the judges that are here. Now he's dancing toward the drum, and I love it when they do that. So this style has a double step, right? And it's important for their feet to be in time with the drum. That is the #1 rule in dancing. Okay, the war hoops, I'm telling you. I don't think I could do that while I'm dancing. I don't have the breath. Okay, he overstepped. I'm real. I'm keeping it real today, people. No offense. I would redo that, honest to God, because he missed a stop. When you miss a stop, it's over with. No! awesome. For the 7 people that are watching, he is so powerful. Powerful. His outfit is on point. His moves are on point. His war hoop is on point.
Yes, I love his energy. I love how he loves that aggressiveness, that energy that he has.
Now, okay, we're keeping it real today, right?
Yeah.
Right. Why did the guy that got second, why did he not dance with them in the end?
There could have been a number of different reasons. For one, he might have been, just exhausted, or he may have been.
I think you. Okay. Yeah,
You might have to ask him.
I don't want anyone to take offense to anything we're saying today, but you know what? Real and truth is facts, and we can learn from it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think that the guy that got third is probably a little annoyed because first of all,
we're just about done.
when he got picked for third, then the guy that got second missed a stop. So right there, he's probably like, oh, I wouldn't have missed that stop. And then he didn't come out, once the winners were picked. I would have done it in a different order. I would have done DJ for first, and then the gentleman that got third, I would have put him for second.
Yeah.
And then third. But sometimes when it's that quick and it's on the spur of the moment, it's really hard, and we miss things because we're human, right? We're human. Do you think we should have instant replay?
I feel like we should. It would show different little mistakes or little details that we might have missed.
Right. Do you think that we should have judges up, elevated?
Yeah. I feel like we should have an elevated area for judges, even for bigger powwows like Gathering Nations. So you can see.
So you can see everybody, right?
Yeah.
Right. And do you think there's strategy to where you start in the arena?
There is.
There is, huh? There's so much that factors into who gets picked, who wins. But stay tuned with Raven Street Dance Studio because we will be trying to go live more often. We're waiting on winners here at Catawba. I want to thank Charlie, Hedgepeth, amazingly. Are you single?
Yes.
Okay, single, ready to mingle? Well, you know what? It's so cool that you're in this field because you don't hear people that are going to school to be sportscasters, and so I was so glad you joined me because you're definitely on your way. Do you think I could be a good sportscaster?
I feel like you could.
I just need to get rid of that raspiness, right?
Yeah.
One thing I want to make mention of.
I need to stop saying A. All right, well, thank you from Catawba Pow Wow. Stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe, like, and share to Murder Street.
Still in existence in Indian country. So that is something really